Hi, my name is Ann Rinaldi, and I'm in Middletown, Rhode Island. About a year ago, I completely blew up my life. I sold my house in Hilton Head, South Carolina within 20 minutes of listing it and virtually moved without having a place to live. But I chose Newport and I chose this area, and I found this adorable 1946 Cape Cod house, which is exactly what I wanted, that literally had not been touched since 1946. I found this house and I knew that it needed a lot of work. And I knew that I had to find a contractor that I'd be comfortable with, that we would have good communication skills together, and that we would work well together and mesh well together. And I had a couple of people who told me of different builders in the area that I reached out to. The first problem was no one would return my phone calls. Finally, someone told me about Remodeling Right and Mike Bistek, and I called him and he immediately responded to me. And within that week, he was here at the house with me, and we looked each other in the eye, and I knew that I had found my contractor. When I met Mike, I needed a place to live. I was renting in the time being. I gave him 3 months to finish this house at a nominal budget. He never flinched. Maybe inwardly he flinched, but he didn't balk. He said, I'm going to try to make this work. And he actually did. It was so important to me to have good communication skills. You answered me truthfully. You answered me with integrity. I just felt a good rapport with you and felt comfortable with you. I have to thank Mike and his whole entire team for believing in my vision, because there were a lot of people who told me I was wrong by not wanting to take down every wall in the house and making it open concept. I'm not an open concept kind of girl. I wanted to keep the integrity of the small rooms. I wanted to keep the integrity of the Cape. And the fact that I now have 7-foot ceilings, small rooms, it's cozy, it's quaint, and it speaks to me, I think is probably the top reason I love everything that we did in this house. We created more archways, we created beautiful bathrooms, but we kept to the style of what this house spoke to me as. It had to be quaint, it had to be 1946, but made modern, and I'm 100% that we accomplished that. As you'll see by the pictures, I have a very, very small kitchen, and every single inch of space had to be utilized properly and efficiently, and I wanted top quality. And for my budget, the cabinetry that Mike brought to me is absolutely outstanding. It's solid. It's beautiful. The color choices were amazing. They had exactly what I was looking for, and it fit the vision. Everything worked flawlessly, and I couldn't be more pleased with it. Do you know, I'm going to quote Martha Stewart, of all people, who said, when you're through changing, you're through. And I am nowhere near being through. But for the time being, this house has provided a haven for me, a safety net where I feel comfortable, where I feel safe on my own, where I'm making friends. It's given me the opportunity to engage in the community here. I've been volunteering, and I know at the end of the day that I've got a place that speaks to my heart when I walk in that door, and I absolutely love it, and I do not regret one thing that I've done. You and I worked well together, but your team was absolutely outstanding as well. Everyone who touched my house was a consummate professional. They spoke freely with me. They told me what they were doing, why they were doing it, how they were doing it. And I was amazed by the quality of the work that Remodeling Right provided. It was the perfect match for me. Every single person who touched this house was a professional and had integrity and great communication skills. For people who have come by, driven by, stopped by, and said, we cannot believe the change in this house. Who did the work? And I'm proud to say that it was Remodeling Right. And if I could have a little placard out there, because it would stop me from having to tell a multitude of people who ask me who did the work, but I'm proud to say that it was Remodeling Right.